Are you a high-ticket coach or consultant? If you are, I have a question for you. Do you have a podcast? The second question is it converting into high-ticket clients? If you are in the high-ticket coaching or consulting world and you do not have a high-ticket podcast, you are leaving money on the table. But that's just one piece to this whole thing. The bigger piece is you. Are you a high-ticket host? If you have a podcast that doesn't represent the high-ticket cost and high-ticket investment of what you require for people to work with you, you are denying yourself an opportunity to truly be relevant in the marketplace. Your podcast, it's the content arm of your entire coaching business. Podcasting is one of the most brilliant ways to have people get exposure to who you are, what you teach, how you feel, your sensibilities, your ability to help people transform, and to do it all on their own terms. A high-ticket host is somebody that is entertaining, that is engaging, and knows how to take a message into the market in a way that reflects the high-level expertise to which you as a coach offer the public. It is a different muscle to be a great podcast host. Even if you're good at speaking and you're good at coaching and you're amazing at helping people transform, it is a different set of application and skills to be dynamic behind a microphone. And that's where a lot of coaches and consultants go wrong. Think about it. Every podcast that you listen to, why do you listen to it? You listen to it because the host brings you in. That means then you get to develop yourself as a high-ticket host, somebody that's entertaining, engaging, and able to do that. I presented you with a couple different problems that you got to deal with. You got to make sure that your podcast represents a high-ticket offer, being that it is a high-ticket show and that it doesn't take away your credibility but adds to it because of how it's presented. You need to be a high-ticket host and have the ability to share a message that brings people in and lets them let their guard down so that you can teach them. And I've also shared with you that makes this all a part of the content arm of your coaching and consulting business. But you're not succeeding. That's where we come in. My name is Bryce Prescott, and I'm the founder of Media Automated. And over the course of the years, we've started over 100 shows, and we're producing dozens of episodes per week of very successful, influential podcasts that span audiences all over the globe. What makes us the difference maker isn't all of that stuff, because that's the easy stuff. But what's difficult is developing you into somebody that people would really like to listen to. And even if you're listening to this right now and you're like, but dude, I'm already great. I'm telling you, there's a difference. To let you know what that looks like when working with me and with my team to create your show, whether it's that we're rebranding an existing show or we're starting from scratch, this is how we do it. There are three main pillars to start, create, and maintain a successful podcast. The first pillar is content. What is your show and why is your show important? I need you to consider that as a consultant, what you offer solves a problem for somebody. There are people that have pain that are looking to you to alleviate and help them grow out of that pain. So what problem is it that you solve? And exactly who are the specifics of who you solve that for? I want you to consider this. If you were to line up 5 different successful coaches and each one of them was to say the exact same words, by simply the nature of who they are, how they present, the energy to which they talk, every single one of those people would appeal to somebody different, even though they're saying the same words. What that means for you is that we get to work towards making sure that your message is fit with the presentation that works for the people that actually need you. We all have different psychological and emotional tells that attract us to certain type of content. We make sure in this content pillar that we are creating with you a podcast that wants to be listened to by the people that need it. And that's a very deliberate choice. It's a very deliberate science that we design that with you, that put you in the driver's seat, making sure that what you are doing, saying, and creating matches with your ideal client and the problems to which they need solved with you. Once we know conceptually what your show is, we transition into the content phase. This is the phase where we now start to help you develop into a high-ticket host. We know conceptually what your show is. Now, let's work on you. Are you somebody that knows how to tell a really good story? Are you somebody that can share things that make people feel and see that you know what you're talking about? Are you articulate? Are you engaging? Are you somebody that is charismatic behind a microphone so that when people listen to you, they want to listen more? Because if you're not, or even if you're kind of that way, we're going to get you to the master level of that. Because as I said, in order to have a high-ticket podcast that pairs well with your high-ticket coaching and consulting, you have to be a high-ticket host. We teach you how to do that. There are several frames that we will be diving into that make you know exactly what to say, how to say it, how to call to action the people listen to you, and how to put the people that listen to your show in a position to see you and only you as the only option for them to spend their hard-earned money on you helping them solve that problem. Now, once we're in this phase and you're learning these skills, we are recording, we are developing your first episodes, we are going through the process of applying these new skills to which you are learning as a high-ticket host. And then from there, we map out your launch, or in some cases, your relaunch. We shift into the third pillar, which is the continuity pillar. If you are ever going to build a large and engaged following with your podcast, you have to recognize the power of consistency at the very beginning. If you are asking people to give to you their time and attention on a new podcast, you need to make sure that you are releasing on a certain day, that you never miss that day. If you are telling your potential clients when they can expect something from you, you have to deliver. Because at that very beginning stages, it's so crucial. They are now taking their intention to give it to you. If there's nothing to receive by them, they will take that attention elsewhere. Because there's two parts of this. You have to get people to be willing to listen to your show and to give you time and attention. And as they make that transition, they open a space in their life. And if you don't give them something to put into that space, they will take it somewhere else. In this continuity phase, we lay the foundation so that you never miss an episode of release. You never miss a track of what needs to happen. And on top of that, you stay on point for the narrative which we've created with you in the content phase. So what does all of this mean? Quite simply, if you are a coach and a consultant and you aren't making massive amounts of money with your podcast and your content, we are going to turn you into the type of host that demands and creates that sort of attention and that sort of revenue for your business. We are going to turn you into somebody that deserves to be listened to, that is entertaining at all angles, and that people want to associate with. If you would like to see what this could be for you and how it could affect you and the investment required, click the link below. Let's get in contact. Let's have a conversation about this. Reach out to me, click the link below. Let's get you on track, making you into a high-ticket host.